Rochelle here, and today I'm going to share with you all some more yarn stuff. Okay, I have a few finished objects to share with you all today. No whips. I think I've pretty much finished a lot of the whips that I had, which is really great because I don't like to have too many whips going on at one time. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with is, as you all know from my previous videos, I have been working on a baby blanket that I have called the Shades of Purple Baby Blanket. And just to refresh your memory, here is the baby blanket. It's really big. Like I said, I made it big enough so that the baby can grow into it, and it's about 4 feet by 4 feet, and so here it is. And the colors that it's made with are Red Heart with Love Aubergine, Lilac, and Violet. But as you all know, I also wanted to make a matching baby pillow to go along with it, and so here it is. I have finally finished it. Ta-da! Here is the baby pillow. I'm so happy with the way that this turned out. And in my last video you all saw how I also made the pillow that's inside of it. So I guess you could just call this a pillow case or pillow cover, but it is made the same way the blanket is, and is made in the same colors with the same stitch, double crochet in the back loops only. And I'm so glad to have finally finished this pillow. So here it is again. So it makes a nice little set, and I hope the person that ordered it is really happy with it, because I'm really happy with it. And it's purple, so you can't get enough of purple. So yes, here they are, the baby blanket and the matching pillow. Okay. Also, in the last video, I also had an order for a red Infinity Scarf, and I don't even think I had done enough to show you all anything in the last video. So I have finished it. Uh-oh, I have a phone call. Okay, sorry about that. I know this is getting hilarious, but once again my husband has called me during the middle of making a video. It's really starting to get funny. Okay, but I was showing you all the berry red. It's made with Red Heart with Love berry red. And here's my Infinity Scarf. See? And I will insert some pictures here. Okay, you all just saw the pictures on the mannequin, and it's so versatile. You can wear it so many different ways. You can wear it like a regular scarf, or you can wear it like a hooded cowl. It's great. There's so many different ways to wear this scarf, and I still am going to make that video on my favorite ways to wear infinity scarves. So yeah, so this completed in order, and in the last video you all saw that I had made a gray one to go with this as well. There were 2 scarves in the order, a gray one and a red one. And so yeah, this is the red one. It turned out really great, and it's made using double crochet. 72 rows. It's really simple. You just start off with a chain of 33, double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, and go from there. And as usual, I will have a link to the pattern in the description box below. So here it is. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you all, I am super excited about this. A friend of mine from back home, he had wanted me to make him a hat, and apparently there's a really popular TV show out there called, oh, I'm going to say this wrong, Naruto? I think it's Naruto. Anyway, it's Naruto. And a friend of mine, he wanted me to make this for him, and like I said, I had never heard of this show before, and he wanted me to make him a hat that is based off of the headband that the lead character wears. And so here is my hat. Look at that. And the thing that makes this hat stand out is the symbol here. Let me show you. It's the symbol here that really makes the hat stand out. It's the way the headband is made. And if you all are not familiar with the character from the show, I will insert a picture here. Okay, so you all just saw the picture. I hope that I got close to the picture. I think he's going to be really, really excited about it. And so let me just turn it around. And so let me just show you all how I did this. I totally made this up. Like I said, I had never heard of the show before. There wasn't a pattern for it or anything like that. He just simply showed me a picture of it, and I just made it looking straight from the picture. And so the blue part here is in Red Heart with Love Navy, and it's a basic beanie pattern, and so it's just double crochet in the round. And then for the gray part, it's made with Red Heart with Love pewter, and basically I just made that up. I forgot how many chains I started off with, but it's basically just double crochet rows going back and forth. And then for the, I guess these are buttons, or I'm not sure what they're called. I really need to look up that TV show and get familiar with it. But basically what I did was I did a magic loop, and then I did 5 double crochets into the loop and just closed it up, and it made these little buttons here. And then for the symbol, what I did was I just did chain. I think I chained like, oh, how much did I chain? I don't know, it was like 35 chains. And I basically just, as I was looking at the picture he sent me, and from the pictures that I had found through Google, I just sewed it down as I kind of molded the chain. Because what I did was I just made like a long chain, just one long piece of yarn, and I just kind of molded it as I sewed it down, and I just molded it into the shape of the sign. And so I hope he really likes this. I'm going to show it. Oops. I've been attacked by my mannequin. I'm going to show him this today, and I hope that he really likes it. Okay, so that's that. Alright, y'all. Now, I have a confession to make. Now, when I made the confession that I had never made a granny square before, it like blew people's minds, because they're like, how in the world could you crochet and not have made one of those before? Well, if you think that's shocking news, well, I've got some shocking news for you. I have never been to a local yarn store. Now, before you go crazy, this is why. Growing up, there were no local yarn stores. Like, nowhere. And I've been, excuse me, I've been crocheting since, I don't know, maybe like 12, 13 years old, something like that. And growing up, the only places we could buy yarn was from Walmart. And then when I got older and I started to branch out a little bit more, you could go to Joann's and Michael's and AC Moore. Oh, love AC Moore. And so you could go to different places like that. Hancock Fabrics. Trying to think, but they're all kind of big box stores, and they're not really yarn stores. They're stores that carry yarn, but they're not specifically for yarn. Like, you can't just walk into Joann's and see just yarn. That would be great, but there's all kinds of crafting stuff there. So I have never been to a store where there is just yarn. In other words, I have never been to a true yarn stores. Until last week. I'm so happy. A young lady, she has opened up a yarn store in my town. I'm really excited about it. And I went in there for the first time last week. and it was like a dream. Now, she is a knitter. She doesn't crochet, so the store is more so catered to the knitting world, which is fine. That's okay. I hope to enter that world someday. But she has like a ton of stuff in there, and what's so great is that most of her yarn are hand dyed. Like, she did this herself, and so it was really, really great. She had all her hand dyed stuff on the wall. She had fiber on the wall for spinning, and then at the bottom she had some Barocco yarn, and she had like some other different types of yarns that I had never even heard of. But I have always wanted to try Barocco, and I just really, you know, other than ordering it online, I guess I could have gotten it. But I don't know, I guess for me, I like to feel the yarn and look at it and, you know, squish it between my fingers before I buy it. So anyway, here is the yarn that I bought. And oh, by the way, my hubby bought this yarn for me, so I was really excited about that. So here it is. Isn't it wonderful? It is so squishy. And this color, like, I don't know, it's just not like a color I would gravitate towards. But when I saw it, it just spoke to me. And I absolutely love it. And I had picked up another blue kind of color. It was kind of like a Tar Heel Carolina type of blue. But my husband helped me decide, and we decided to go with this one. But it is Barocco Vintage DK, a machine washable blend. And she had other weights there as well, but I decided to go with the DK because I'm always working with worsted yarn, and so I decided to go with the DK. So here's the label. Let's see if that can show up. No, it's going to show up. But anyway, so yes, this is Barocco yarn, and when I think about it, let's see. There's no particular color name. It's just the color is 2105. That's the color. But it looks kind of like an oatmeal color. It's really pretty. So yeah, it's 52% acrylic, 40% wool, and 8% nylon. And it's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, and that's 290 yards. And so I was trying to think, like, what in the world am I going to make with this? And I would love to make myself a cowl with it. And so I asked her if this would be enough for one, and she says that I'll probably be able to get most of it done, but she had just made a cowl herself using this, and she still had to use a little bit of another skein. But I went on Ravelry and I looked up some yarn, and the great thing about that website is that you can kind of, like, if you only have 100 yards of yarn, you can kind of go in the filters of Ravelry and click that, and it will show you all the patterns that you can make with just 100 yards of yarn. And so that's what I did. I put in, I think the range was like between I don't know, maybe like 200 to 300 yards. So I clicked on that, and I saw that there were a lot of patterns, a lot of cowls that I could make with just 290 yards. But we'll see what happens. I may still have to go out and buy another hank of this. And so yeah, it's made in Peru. It's a number 3 light yarn. And so it is just gorgeous. I love it. Like, I couldn't stop holding on to it. And so now I'm hooked, and I would love it if I could go in there and buy at least one skein from that store every week. But there's a small problem. Okay, I don't have a yarn swift because I don't really work with hanks of yarn very often. Usually when I get yarn, it's in a skein. And so, I don't know, maybe I may, send her a Facebook message and ask her if she has a Swift, and, could she put this in a cake for me? If not, I'll have to get a Swift, or maybe there's a way that I can turn this into a cake without a Swift. I don't know. But that's what YouTube for. Maybe I can find that out. But I have the ball winder, but I don't have a Swift, so yeah, I'm gonna have to either get one or see if the owner of the yarn store can, yeah, can make this a cake for me. So I love it. It's just, it feels so great. Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you all about is that I've been getting a lot of requests to make tutorials on different things that I've showed you all in the video. And I would love to do that. However, the problem is that those are not my designs. They belong to somebody else. And so because of that, I can't necessarily come on camera and do a tutorial because it's not my design. It's their design, and I don't want to take away from them. And I know, I could go to their website and ask permission if I could do a tutorial on that, but I just don't know if I want to go that route. I don't know. I haven't decided. So that has inspired me to try to make my own patterns, to create more of my own designs, my own crochet designs. And so I've gotten requests for an Affinity Scarf, and I've gotten a request for a baby beanie, and also someone's requested that I make a, market bag. Yeah, market bag, which is great, and I love all of those suggestions, and I still want you all to message me with suggestions on things to make tutorials for. But it's going to be a while before I can make tutorials on those because I'm in the process of trying to make my own patterns, my own designs, because I would never want to take away from another crochet designer. So that is why I haven't done any more tutorials yet. And if I have, any tutorials that I've done before were those that I just made up on my own in my head. Because like I said, I don't want to take from other designers. And so, yeah, that is something that I'm definitely going to work on in the future, is trying to create my own crochet design. So yes, that is that. And as you can see, like, I can't let this go for some reason. It just feels so great. And so that is all that I have for you all today. As usual, my eBay, Etsy, Facebook, and Twitter links. Oh, also, I have a Pinterest now. I keep forgetting about that. I have a Pinterest, and that link will also be in the description box below. There's not a ton of stuff on my Pinterest page, but I have been adding to it slowly, and so I'll be really excited for you all to check that out. So please do check that out. Well, like I said, that is all that I have for you all today, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye!